So, Steven, listen, man, you're closing in. I would imagine with about a month to go, these are the hardest workouts. These are the most intense. This is where you're pushing your body the hardest.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Especially these next 2 weeks. Really going into cardio definitely has picked up a lot. These are definitely the roughest times. And then the week before you start tapering down, it's more technique than anything. But I always
Right.
keep breaking the sweat to keep that cardio up. But yeah, man, now's the time where it's like a grind. I mean, it's really deep in there, and body's kind of feeling a little rusty. So trying to take care of it, putting the right stuff in your system, getting massages, just to keep that body up.
Steven, this is one of the biggest fights of the year, and that means a lot of people are going to break it down. And when they do, the thing that gets attached to your name a lot is striker. And some people say he's only a striker. I've heard it before. However, we have our spies. We know what goes on. We know that jiu-jitsu game is elevating, that wrestling game is elevating. Does it bother you when people say he's only a striker?
You know what? I love it. I love it because that way I prepare for every fighter basically the same way. Everybody that I've fought so far is going to want to try and get me down to the ground at some point. So that way they always underestimate, my other areas. I mean, they're going back and watching the fight with Matt Brown, which I've made a lot of. I think I've made a lot of, improvements from then. So my wrestling, I got some of the best guys in the world I'm training with. Obviously Chris and Carlos Machado and Ryan Hall, my buddy Matt Miller, who's an Olympic wrestler from Canada. So yeah, man, I love it when they think that.
Steven, when you envision the fight, can you kind of clue us in on what you're seeing? How's it going to be? How's it going to finish?
You know what? I've had a lot of people ask me that question. I always visualize myself with my hand raised at the end. That's it. So what before that is kind of like an empty slate. You never know what's going to happen. Everybody's like, "What round are you going to knock him? What round are you going to knock him out in?" I never go out looking for the knockout because when it doesn't happen, sometimes I can mess with you. So I just let it happen. If it goes 5-minute rounds, I'm happy. But sometimes you finish it, a whole lot sooner than that, like you saw with Jake Ellenberg and Johnny Hendricks. Of course, I went 5-5s with Rory McDonald, which I was glad I went 5-5. To prove to myself and everybody else I do have the gas tank to do that. Can't get the words out now, man.